Miss Heather.
Hi, Miss Janice.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. We had like a whole week off there.
I know. It was weird not having you around here.
It was weird not being around.
Yeah. Well,
But it was fun to go on that parade.
oh my gosh, that was the
And
best
get
time.
to see all of our Storytime friends and wave hello. I liked that.
I did too. Yeah, I'm missing our friends so much. It was so great to see them.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to say hello to them again?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do our song.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works. Okay.
Hello, neighbor. How are you today? It's going to be a beautiful day. So clap your hands and stomp your feet. Jump up and down and have a seat.
That was good.
That was good.
I banged my hand.
Ooh,
It's just, it happens.
happens sometimes. I hope you're okay.
I'm fine. It was just a little.
Should we do it one more time?
Let's
This
do
time
it again.
you won't bang
This
your
time
hand.
I'll watch. What I'm
Okay.
doing. Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Hello, neighbor. How are you today? It's going to be a beautiful day. So clap your hands and stomp your feet. Jump up and down and have a seat.
That was good.
That was good.
I didn't hit my hand.
I'm proud.
Yay.
So we're going to read about unicorns
Oh, I
today.
love unicorns.
Shall we get started with our stories?
Let's do it.
All right.
Our first story today is called Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Sema. And it looks like Jessie did the story and the illustrations. Isn't that pretty? There's a nice big clamshell. Look at the little fish. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food. Look at, he's got his tongue stuck out right there. And he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. Look at him having fun with his friends. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. I wish I were a better swimmer. Kelp found himself at the surface closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. So he tried to walk, and it wasn't. Oof. Tried to walk like a crab. Then he tried to walk like a frog, which is not really walking, but hopping. And look what happened. Ow! But eventually, with the help of the turtles, he got the hang of it. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals! Actually, we're unicorns. And by the looks of it, so are you. Look at all the pretty rainbows. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow! Look, they can blow out rainbows from their horns. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies. It's a snow cone. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and he returned to the ocean. And the unicorns are saying, "Come back soon." Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. "Welcome home, Kelp." He didn't need to be nervous at all. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. "It turns out I'm not a narwhal." "Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn." "We all knew that." They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. I think it's the best of all of it. And then in our end papers, it says, "I'm a unicorn." And Kelp says, So there's our next story. And there's our author, Jessie Sima. She's dressed up like a unicorn. She must have liked unicorns from a very young age. Thank you for joining me for our first story today.
I hope you tried out that fun unicorn song. I really enjoyed reading it over before we added it to the video. So I'm going to start our next story, and this story is called Sophie Johnson, Unicorn Expert, and it's by Morgan Hood, and it's illustrated, which we know means the pictures are by Ella Oakstad. Now this looks really fun. I hope this story is as fun as this picture. Sophie Johnson, Unicorn Expert. My name is Sophie Johnson, and I live with a unicorn. Her wall says, "I heart unicorns." I don't see the unicorn, though. Well, not just one, actually. I think I have 17 at the moment. That is a lot of unicorns. It can be hard work looking after so many. There is always a lot to do. Brushing a unicorn's teeth, making unicorn sandwiches? Luckily, I am a unicorn expert. I am very busy teaching my unicorns everything they need to know. We start with magic. I see maybe a real unicorn showing up to this. Then I show them how to hunt for food. And I teach them about the dangers of balloons. Sometimes my unicorns lose their horns. Doesn't look like many unicorns anymore. But I don't worry, because they soon grow back. Living with unicorns can be a bit tricky. They are quite messy. I try to explain that magic is more important than mess, but I don't think my mom understands. Unicorns have many enemies, so sometimes I have to protect them. So there's some scary looking enemies. Being a unicorn expert is harder than you'd think. Really, it's a good thing I'm here. Some people don't even know what a real unicorn looks like. That's why they need me, Sophie Johnson, unicorn expert. Do you notice someone who's leaving our story? Did Sophie Johnson even seem to notice that real unicorn that came to visit throughout her story? Didn't really look like it. Thank you for joining me for that story.
So that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I really like unicorns.
I do too.
I like the theme of this summer program. All this fun, fairy tale, imaginary creature kind of thing. Great times.
It's fun.
And I really like the rainbows. Lots
Always
of colors.
And sparkles.
And sparkles.
Rainbows and sparkles,
right?
and it's Janice's best friend.
Everybody knows it. Well, it is that time, though.
It is.
I'm not going to say it today.
We got to do it, Miss Janice.
I don't want to.
Because if we don't finish this week, we won't be able to go to next week.
Well, that's no fun.
I know.
But
Right.
I guess we have to end to have a new beginning.
It's true.
Let's do it.
All right. Are you ready?
This is how we say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. This is how we say goodbye at story time. We give our friends a great big wave, great big wave, great big wave. Give our friends a great big wave when we say goodbye. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We can always do better.
Well, practice.
Makes
you know what they
perfect.
say? Doesn't make perfect. Practice makes
Better.
progress.
Oh, I like that.
Well, let's make some progress.
I'll remember that. Practice makes progress.
Shall we?
Let's do it. This is how we say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. This is how we say goodbye at story time. We give our friends a great big wave, great big wave, great big wave. Give our friends a great big wave when we say goodbye.
We did it.
We did.
We made some progress.
We made some progress. And until next week, happy unicorns.
Let's do it. Dance moves.